guys, remember to subscribe, comment, like. Sorry I even stopped, because that was just an enormous waste of my fucking time, as most disappointing aspect of my life are, but what else is new? Let's get this over with. Oh my god. We already did that, right? Let's go. Oh, I don't know if they noticed, like, you guys know that's Yuna's dad, right? I don't know, I always really like the detail in the temples. We'll get the... We're gonna get as many, whatchamacallit...
below. Let's do it!
Just... because...
But really first, the Cloister of Trials.
No one gives
Kamari,
a fuck.
Waka, ready?
Strength, everyone.
No! Nah! Hey, what gives?
Aw, thanks.
You're not a guardian yet.
It's just
We'll
hard.
be back as soon as we can.
It's just hard when it's disappointment on disappointment on disappointment, and even little things can't
soon.
work out.
Like tomorrow soon, I bet.
And I know everybody goes through that. It's just, apparently my life is just getting hit with it on a huge scale. Like, all I try to do was time this out so I wouldn't be in a goddamn storm and finish the streams out with you guys, but why would that work out? Why would that tiny thing work out, you know? Of course it fucking won't. But we're gonna keep pretending, and we're gonna keep trying, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Where's Yuna?
Try your best, and that's all you can do.
Then why are you here?
Hey, I'm not a guardian, so I'm not supposed to go in, right?
I don't know what'll happen if you never walk on that thing and trigger it.
Hey, wait!
Thank you for stopping by the stream, too. I really appreciate it.
Let me go!
No one else gives a fuck.
Ow! Hey! What's the big idea?
Just a little game.
Huh? This is bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it's the goddamn Cloister. It sucks. Yeah, like I said, we'll get the...
Only guardians allowed. And I'm sure no guardian.
We'll get the destruction sphere if I think I know what I'm doing. It's that funny one.
Well, I guess it's too late
that goes
now.
down the stairs. I can't even tell you guys the last time I went out and had fun. Can't tell. I mean, it's been years at this point. I can't even tell you the last time I went to a bar or a gathering or anything, because I'm just, I don't know. It's just, things are hard right now, and now I'm thinking about just everything in general, and my job. Like, what kind of job tortures you to the point you quit? Like, all firing or making me quit will do is I'll just go, I've already gone public about the crimes that took place at my job, and you did nothing about. So now, I'll go public with your fucking names in the UAW. That's what'll happen. Then I'll just post documentation. I'll just take photos of them and post it, because now I no longer work there, and the whole world can just see what the UAW covers up, and what happens to ladies at the factory. That's what we can do. What the union and the company cover up, because I told the company too, and you wanna know what they said? You're a lying whore. And ever since you fucked up and didn't do your goddamn job, I've been tortured because of it, and that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that to people. It's fucking terrible is what it is. It's like hell on earth. I really don't wish my job on anybody, because it's just fucked up what happens to people there. And once women age out, once you're there for a certain amount of time and they realize that you won't fuck them or do whatever they say or back them up in a fucking election, then you don't matter. Then they just get rid of you and they bring in new women to work there. I've noticed that. I've noticed that every woman that has issues has been there between 8 to 10 years, and it's like, oh, and we all have the same reputation for being really good workers and not sleeping around for our job, but the ones who sleep around get whatever they want. And it's just like, fine, I'll just start going public about this shit on every platform. I don't give a fuck. think I give a fuck? You already took everything from me, you piece of shit. Alright, so let's do this. Let's get this Cloister over. I don't give a fuck whose feelings I do fucking hurt. They deserve it. This shit's fucked up what they did to me, and I'm not gonna shut the fuck up about it. And people are, oh, you think people are out to get you? Why? Because that's what the union said? Because I told Ford Motor Company and the UAW what was going on and how this motherfucker was sitting outside my house, and instead of doing your job, you said you're a lying slut, and you must have been fucking this guy, and you upset him, so you're allowed to be harmed. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what you did. So, there you go. Good job. And now I'm saying it. So, there you go. I hope you like it. And then, like I said, if you push me to quit, and so for over a year now, these people have just been torturing me. And just trying to make my life a living hell. That's what they do. That's what they do to people. And it's sick, and it's fucked up, and it's wrong, and you shouldn't do that. And instead of taking it like a little bitch, I have been very vocal about it. When I realized that nobody was going to help me, and nobody was going to do anything about it, and nobody was going to stop this guy, and they were all just going to go, oh, lying slut, I was like, okay, fine. And then they tried to say, like, oh, you messaging his married girlfriend. And I'm like, that's not a crime, and that's also none of your fucking business. You guys aren't telling her, obviously. Because, mind you, she works with us, too, and so does her husband. And when everything went outside of work, yeah, I messaged her ass, and I was like, here's his extremely violent rap sheet of him beating the shit out of women, killing people, you know, getting thrown off the police force. This is a very dangerous fucking person. And, yeah, you guys did fuck all about it. That's what you did. That's what you did. And you're mad because what? Because I reported it? I don't understand. And then, like I said, after I realized, oh, this is a setup where you guys are trying to fuck me, because now you're finding out, oh, this girl wasn't lying, because mind you, I had witnesses, I have people outside of here, I have police reports, everything. Oh, that's what they said too. My own union rep made up an outright lie that they had to involve the police that my work is in, because I was so aggressive, quote, heinous and aggressive with my behavior. And I was like, what did I do? And they were like, well, you messaged her on Facebook. And I was like, he sent out my address on Facebook. And even though it's none of your fucking business, and I'm not reporting anything from social media, which that's not happening, I'm reporting things that took place on Ford Motor Company fucking property. At your headquarters, nonetheless. To somebody who has been nothing but, quote, from bosses and the union alike, an impeccable worker. And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after 10 years, this impeccable worker is some crazy psychopath who is a horrible person who wants to lose their job. Like, since when? Like, that don't add up. Like, none of it adds up. And they just think, like, nobody will fucking put the dots together. That's my job. And every single fucking time, I've tried. I really have. Like, I've tried to be quiet about this, and then I tried to do the right thing. Like, you try doing the right fucking thing and having it just... And then having them tell you, no, you don't literally, this is what they told people, that I didn't matter. Well, okay, we'll see how long that happens for. So then I went public. Then I went public on Facebook, and they didn't like that. Then I went public on Twitter, and they didn't like that. And mind you, I was tagging Ford outright in these. I was like, I don't blame Ford, because it wasn't Ford. It was, you guys straight up said, well, one of you said you didn't like my race, you didn't like my age, and you didn't like my gender. And that shouldn't be believed because of my age, and my race, and my gender. And then you should believe this man over me. That's what you said. And that's what you told people. And that's what you said to people off the record. And you shouldn't have even been talking to them off the record. You also cannot, tell people or ask people how long I have been sleeping with them at my job, and how many people at my job I had been sleeping with to get ahead, which never happened. You can't do that. You can't also make fun of somebody's sexual orientation at their job, which you did, and you degraded me for it. And you can't do that. That's fucking illegal. And then you had knowledge of these illegal things, and then you had knowledge of this illegal behavior, and then you have knowledge of the union and the labor department doing these things, and you guys did nothing. You did fucking nothing. But there you go. We just got something out of that. I think it's a fucking armor. But yeah, ever since I went public about that shit, and I was like, dude, this guy's sitting outside my house. Like, my team is being disruptive about this. He's bothering other people, too. He's straight up groped other women. He got kicked off his first team. He was kicked off of his first team at Ford Motor Company for harassing ladies. And instead of getting rid of him, they just said, go on another shift. Well, guess what? You put him on my team. I've been dealing with him saying that that I deserve to be raped and all this other shit. He says crazy shit all the time. And then finally, when it started getting scary, and like I said, that's nice compared to the shit he was doing. My car was vandalized. My home was vandalized. I have to be scared every time I go to the bathroom that he was stealing my shit. He was going through my phone. This dude's a fucking lunatic. And he's an ex-cop who has showed me his badge and has told me, quote, I carry this to get out of trouble still. Like, tell me that's somebody that I shouldn't be nervous about. So I fucking went to my job, and I reported it to the correct people, and I did the right fucking thing, and look what fucking happened to me. For over a year, I've been tortured on a daily basis to the point where they're trying to push me to quit now. It's fucked up. And I won't be quiet about it. But yeah, that's my story real quick. And I'm still dealing with it through all this shit. So fuck that, man. But yeah, Kilika. We're about to get a new Aeon. Exciting.
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yuna will be the one to suffer the consequences.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Fuck you. I love Kamari. Oh, don't be shocked. I mean, man, I know women that have...
The chamber beyond is a sacred place. Only summoners may
Excuse me, I just burped.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
It's taboo.
Oh.
And I'm kind of sick of them always making Ifrit, like, I don't know, they kind of always insinuate he's, like, bad now.
Just wait.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh yeah, that thing, right.
The faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Huh?
Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the faith emerge once again.
I think I have that same shade of
That's what we
lipstick.
call an Aeon.
All that in this room?
Alright, that thing that I can never explain, Lulu just did it.
So what's Yuna doing in there?
She prays with all her heart for a way to defeat sin.
Yeah, no, don't be shocked. Shit, what happened to me was tame compared to other women. I've had women straight get in my car that I work with. And men. I'm not gonna say that it's only women, because I know men that have dealt with bosses abusing their power and trying to make them do things they didn't want to do or whatever. And thankfully I have a really good boss right now, and he'll get fucked over because that's what happens to the good ones. But no, it's just sad, and I'm not gonna shut the fuck up about it. I'm not gonna be quiet about it. I'm not gonna let them fucking dictate and run around and say I'm crazy, like, and make people believe that shit. That's, like, offensive as fuck. And I've had women get in my car and straight have panic attacks. Straight up have panic attacks. And they're begging me, don't tell anybody. I'm only saying it to you because I need to say it. And I don't know what else to do. But please don't tell anybody. I had one girl tell me, Abby, I don't even know if I can trust you. And I was like, what's going on? And they were like, no, this is what happened to me, or this is what the union said to me, or this is what happened when I tried to report it. Yeah, so we deal with this all the time, and that's exactly why nobody wants to make waves, because everybody knows that I'm fucking right. And I have a lot of fucking respect for the people that have backed me up openly and publicly and have an actual ball sack, because we all know what the fuck goes on in there, and it isn't the company, and that shit needs to stop. When people go, oh, it's this huge company, no, sometimes it's just a few bad people in power, and that's what happened with me. These people in power, and then your own personal biases, allowed you to get into hot water, and now you are committing crimes, and I'm not being fucking quiet about it. Oh, I think we have to pretend to leave the room? Some shit. So obviously this Chamber of the Faith takes a toll on them.
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood.
Oh my god, thank you.
It was proof that Spirit and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why, suddenly, I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
I just like when people just don't respond, you know, and that's cool.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me.
I don't know why it looks like sped up
there. They were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
That's
Are you okay?
Oh no, it's that bad. No, they torture me on a daily basis. I'm bothered on a daily basis by either management or the union because the labor department or the union have told them to bother me. And I know that because management told me. They were like, the union told us you were such a behavior problem and all. And if you know my job, you know we change bosses every 90 days. So it's hard when someone's new and they don't know you. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? It's just rough. And then they're like, no, you're union rep. So the person who's supposed to protect me at my job is telling management what a behavior problem I am and what a horrible worker I am. And then they're like, oh wait, you're the best worker we have. And I'm shocked because obviously there's been a conversation. And like I said, not just this boss I've had now, my boss back at Christmas time, my boss before that, they all said the same thing. Your union rep talks mad shit about you. Great, good, I love that, thanks. It's a really good time. It makes my job that's hard a lot easier, you know? And then somehow he gets back into office when literally I can't find one person who voted for that man. Dude's a piece of shit, dude. Like, and I used to not think that. I used to justify it in my head. And I told him that. I was like, no, this triggers me, like, real bad. This shit, like, this gaslighting and stuff, it really, I know it bothers everybody, but, like, I've literally been abused. So, it's kind of hard to listen to this guy just shit-talk his girlfriend on the night when I've dealt with that. And gaslight her and treat her like a dog. Like, it kind of bugs me a little bit, you know? And I told them I was open about this with them, and they still were like, no, fuck you. I'm like, it's just shocking. And like I said, when you have people... Oh, fuck, man. I don't want to fight that. We dodged it once. I'm dealing with it right now. Especially talking about the fucking union. They're such pussies, too. It's like... Man, there's some cowards. They're some fucking cowards. And it's like, I just feel like maybe...
Take care of those alone, huh?
It's not even what that guy was doing anymore. Because you should have saw their faces when because they kept trying to play it off like I was some scorned ex-girlfriend. This man's in his 60s, he's disgusting, and he's been talking about raping me since 2016 or some shit. I want nothing to do with this guy. several people have told him to leave me alone before this. I've asked him politely. I've never fought at work, at any job. And I told him that. I was like, do you want me to start bringing in other employment? Because I've never in my life had an issue at a job. I've never fought with anybody ever. And then like I said, I've never done that. And I was like, all I ever said to that man, and that's exactly what made the situation worse, was I asked him once if he could stop talking about rape because it was bothering me. And then another time when he was saying assault didn't exist, I said,
I'll be right back.
I asked him again, like, can you not do that? And then one night he kept fucking up and going down and talking shit about women all being whores and how nobody should be believed and all this shit. And he was just going on and on and on. 2 feet from me I remember I printed off because I'm not stupid. So I texted the union at 10:42 p.m. Nobody showed up. And then I texted him again at 3:30 a.m. So this went on for what, 5 hours? And you weren't going to do shit about it? And so then he has his 12th minute of downtime, which is just fucking up on the job because he's too busy shit-talking ladies. And I calmly said that to him because he was getting in my way. So we're right next to each other, and I said, hey, and he was like, yeah, and I go, maybe if you weren't shit-talking women all night, you wouldn't have so much downtime. And he looked like he wanted to fucking bash my skull in. That was the one time I really was like, it's gonna happen. He's gonna kill me now. He's gonna bash my fucking head in. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna bash my goddamn head in. And he didn't say nothing, and then all of a sudden, I look around and there's the union. They were called down for a fight on the floor, and I was like, what? And they were like, oh, well, he called. And he called the union, and they were down there in 2 seconds to defend him. I've been texting you for 5 hours, asking you, don't tell him I said anything, can you just please ask him to stop? And you don't. It's like, it's sick is what it is. It's fucked up. But let's not talking about that because like I said, I don't mind going public about this shit. I've already gone public about it on other platforms. Nobody likes the Cloister. Alright, we already got told to fuck off by that guy. I thought we opened that. Can you not open that? I thought we did. Oh, we did. Okay, cool. Boo ba da doo be da boo. I think I'm gonna save off. Should we save off and then we'll go to Luca and get our asses kicked? It's kind of easier not having to get the primers. Do you guys like the term talk through? I think that's fun. I thought that was really smart. You gonna overcharge me? Probably. No, I appreciate you saying that I'm a good person because honestly, I want people. That's what I want people to. They really do. They really play up that fucking. These women are crazy shit, and nobody should fucking believe them. And it's like, man, dude, how can you do that to people? Anybody. Anyone. Like, I really don't care who you are. I don't care. Like, everybody. I don't care your age, your race, your gender. I don't give a fuck. Everybody should feel safe at their job. And everybody should feel like they can go, hey, bud, I'm not talking about going off on somebody. I'm not talking about. I was suspended for tardies for the same amount of time you get for assaulting someone. I've watched people beat each other with metal rods. I've watched people fucking do horrible shit, and you're coming at me? Like, I've watched, wow, like, it's crazy, and it's just obvious, and like I said, and to the people that have, and there are people that have stuck by my side and been like, no, they are fucking with Abby, but the sad part is, like, this happens all the time, and no, I'm not gonna just take it. You're gonna fucking get a fight out of me. You wanna know what? We're gonna save off and then we'll embark. Sorry for bitching about my job, but alright, guys. Fuck them. Do the right thing. Be good people. Subscribe, comment, like, share. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If this... I don't know. We'll see. Because they're trying to get rid of me. But like I said, I think that might be a mistake. Because then I'm just gonna go public with everything. And I'll just post everything online. It'll be funny. Well, not funny, but satisfying. Is that a better word? It'd be horrible. It's already embarrassing as fuck walking into work every day. I don't want to go through it all again.